Dear Ali, Sultan, and Gosling, today we want to look at writing emails about an interesting place I visited. So, you're going to be writing an email about beautiful places, about one beautiful place, about one amazing place, about one exciting place that you have been to, that you've visited, whether it's right there in Jalan or right here in Muscat or maybe in Dubai, whatever it is that you've been to, that is exactly what you're going to be doing, or that we will be doing together in this class. I'll be teaching you how to go about that, even though we've had several classes on email writing. Okay. And okay, before we get to the class, I'd like somebody to tell me what the E in email stand for. Email. What does this E stand for? Sultan. What does this E stand for? Did you remember? No, that's not correct. Ali, what do you think this E stands for? That's also not right. Gosling, what does the E stand for? Okay, I'll wait. Yes, Gosling is right. It's electronic. 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 So together you have electronic mail, and I'm sure that you all can spell electronic. 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 What this means is that you need internet connection, such as the Wi-Fi, to be able to send this type of message to me or to anyone that you're writing to, whether you're writing to your cousin or you're writing to your friend, you're writing to your teachers, you're writing to your parents, whoever that you're writing to, you need internet connection, electronic, you need internet connection to send this type of message. Now, let me sound this little warning before we continue with the class. I understand that you're far away in Jalan and I'm right here in Muscat. However, I need you to see this class, this video you're watching right now, as if I'm the one standing physically in front of you. So make sure that nobody is distracting you. Make sure Nuria is not distracting you. Make sure Muzain is not distracting you. Make sure Ali Sultan Gaslan, neither of you is distracting the other. Okay. Make sure your eyes, your ears are glued to the screen of your iPod to be sure that you understand everything, to be sure that you're not missing out of any information that'll be given in this class. So we want to write an email about an interesting place that you visited or that you have visited. It doesn't matter where this is, whether it's in Yala, like I've said before, whether it's in Muscat, whether it's in Qatar, whether it's in Dubai, whether it's in the UK, wherever it is that you've visited, whether it's the sea beach or the Oman beach, right? Now, when you have this type of exercise, your teacher in the school or the textbook says you should write an email about an interesting place that you have been to, that you have visited. What are you supposed to do? Remember, the first thing you're going to do is to start with your maybe hi teacher. But in this case, you want to write this email to me. Let me make that clear. You're going to be writing this email to your teacher, right? So you're going to start with hi with a capital letter. Hi teacher. Then you put your comma. You say, dear teacher Benjamin or dear Mr. Ben. I'll be clear with that. So that's how you can start. Hi teacher or hi Mr. Benjamin or dear Mr. Benjamin. Then you put your comma. Then you put your comma. After that, you go on to maybe ask about my well-being. You ask about how I'm doing, if I'm enjoying my stay here in Muscat, if I'm having a good time, even while you're right there in Java. You can ask me that. How are you today? I hope you're having a good time in Muscat. After saying that, you go to another paragraph. There, you're going to state, you're going to mention, you're going to write about why you're writing me this email. Okay, you're going to state why you're writing after the dear Mr. Benjamin, after the dear teacher, after the dear Nuria, after the dear whatever name you want to write to, whoever you want to write to, after writing the hi sir, hi Mrs. this, hi Mrs. that, Then you say, you ask about their well-being, how they're doing, how they're faring in Muscat, wherever it is that they are. Then afterwards, you're gonna say, I'm writing this email to tell you about an interesting place that I've been to or that I've visited. Then you go on to mention the place, how the place looks, whether you enjoyed yourself, whether you had a good time, other particular place that you visited, then you end your email. Are we clear with that? So you're gonna watch me as I give an example, as I teach you, as I guide you on how to write an email about an interesting place you're gonna write. About an interesting place that you have visited. So let's get to it. Remember, no distractions. So let's get started. So, no paragraph. Remember that you're saying, dear teacher, comma, how are you today? How are you today? I trust. Oh, don't let's just trust. You can say, I hope. I hope. I hope you're having a good time. A good time. And let me see if I'm still within frame. Okay. In Muscat. First step. Okay. I'm writing this mail to tell you about an interesting place that I have visited. Okay, visited. First, you can say first. Of course, that can start. You can begin this first here on a paragraph, okay? But because I would manage my space, I'll just continue from here, okay? First, I'm currently in Jalan. I'm currently in Jalan. I came here with my family. Okay. We got here. Okay. We got to Jalan at about let's say 10 p.m. At about 10 p.m. on Thursday last week. Okay, let's just say on Thursday, because I'm considering the space. On Thursday, full stop. We could not. You know what this means? We could not. The past tense of can. We couldn't. The past tense of can't. We couldn't visit anywhere that night because we were tired. Because we were tired. The next morning, we woke up strong and happy. My dad took my siblings and me to the Jalan, to the Jalan Children Park. This is capital letter C, capital letter J, remember? Children, Children Park. Jalan Children Park. Jalan Children Park is a beautiful place. Is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. There, we played with other children. We had a lovely time. We had a lovely family time together. Holly played football. Holly played football with some boys on a small field. Okay, let's say on a small field. On a small field. While Sultan and I roller skated. It was all fun. By evening, okay, let's say that so we don't write much. Let me just wrap up. Okay. We left the place around, okay, let's say around 4 p.m. I would like to visit Jalan Children Park. Because it's big, because it's beautiful, and has nice places where children can play, Full stop. Now we want to close. We want to end this mail. Let's conclude. Now you write your name. So Ghazli. So this is Sultan, Ghazlan, and Ali. Roughly. Are you right? Okay now? Okay. So Ghazli. I think that's fine. So let me read very quickly what we have on the board. Dear teacher, how are you today? I hope you're having a good time in Muscat. You know I'm in Muscat? Okay. You know I'm in Muscat. I'm writing this mail to tell you about an interesting place that I visited. First, remember I said this first? can start on the paragraph. Remember that. Okay, you can start this first. The sentence here, you can start it here. But because, like I said, because I don't want to go out of frame and because the board is not big enough, I decided to continue from here. So first, I'm currently in Jalan. That's what you're saying to me. I'm writing this mail to tell you about an interesting place that I visited. First, I am currently in Jalan. You're not saying that. I came here with my family. We got to Jalan at about 10 p.m. on Thursday. We couldn't visit anywhere that night because we were tired. Yes, was expected. The next morning, we woke up strong and happy. My dad took my siblings and me to the Jalan Children Park. Jalan Children Park is a beautiful place. There, we played with other children. We had a lovely family time together. Ali played football with some boys on a small field, while Sultan and I roller skated. I'm sure that's not big. Roller skated. It was all fun. It was all fun. We left the place around 4 p.m. I would like to visit Jalan Children Park. Oh my goodness. Do you know there's a mistake here? We can point out what the mistake is. I would like to visit Jalan Children Park again. Something is missing here. Again. And that's why I told you it's important that after writing, you cross-check your work. You read over again. You read all over it to be sure. You read all over again to be sure that you don't have any error. You don't have any mistake in your writing. So this is a mistake here. I missed out on a game. So I have to write that here. But in your case, just pick your eraser to clean this part. You write again and then you adjust what is here. Are we clear with that? Okay. So we left the place around 4 p.m. I would like to visit Jalan Children Park again because it's beautiful and has nice, oh my goodness, and has nice places. Did you see that? That's an advantage of you going over your work again. This is why it's actually very good for you to read whatever that you've written again to assure that it's all perfect. It all reads without mistake, without errors. I would like to visit Jalan Children Park again because it's beautiful and has nice places where children can play. I would like you to visit this park anytime you visit Jalan too. Bye for now, Ali. Bye for now, Guslan. Bye for now, Sultan. So this is an example of what an email about an interesting place of visiting can look like. Okay, we can write about all the things, especially when it comes to talking about places that you've been to. I can decide to describe Jalan Children Park, how it looks. I can decide to talk about where it is. Maybe it is very close to my grandfather's farm. Maybe it is far away. How you get there, the direction, how you drove to the place. All of those things are what you may want to talk about. But I decided to keep it short. I kept it simple. I kept it simple and I kept it short because I didn't want this video to be long. And just so that you can have a full understanding of how to begin small and then after a while you can begin to write more and more and more and more. So this is an example of how this type of exercise will look like. So before we go, I have a task for you. So this is an activity for you. An activity, let me check if that's still within frame. Okay, not yet tolerant. You're going to write an email to Mr. Abdurrahim. To Mr. Abdurrahim. Full stop. Write an email to Mr. Abdurrahim. Tell him about the things you will be doing tomorrow. You will be doing tomorrow. So this is your homework. Okay, still within frame. So Ali, Gaslan Sultan, this is what you're going to be doing for me. You're going to write an email to Mr. Abdurrahim. You tell him about the things you plan to do tomorrow, about the things you will be doing tomorrow. Now, what are you going to do? This is how I'm going to manage this exercise. First, you're going to write in your book, write the Rinjalin. After writing, you're going to read over again. You're going to cross-check your work. After that, you're going to pick your phone, your iPod, you snap, and then you send to me. Okay, so that I can read. Or you record yourself. You make a video recording of yourself reading your answer, your composition. I'll be clear. I hope that now you can write without any difficulty about an interesting place, a beautiful place, an interesting place, an amazing place that you have visited. I look forward to seeing your homework. Okay, take care of yourself.